Turns out one of our little babies has a disability. This guy, the guy that I thought was going to die. When I took them outside to go running, I discovered he runs funny on his right side. He has to stop and take breaks frequently, which causes this guy to stop and scream for him to catch up. He rests frequently. I hope he makes it, but if he does, he's going to have a hobbly life. See how he runs funny? He can't help it, poor guy. This is about all I did yesterday, that's why there's no video. Found some blackberries and some mulberries. There's a mulberry, and there's the blackberries. Ricky likes the mulberries better, I think I agree with him. So this morning, I was in the garden with the ducks, picking radish leaves and some flowers off of my squash. Which are doing fantastic. I checked on the babies and all the chicks are fine. They're getting really big, I've got to show you. They're all getting so big. Now they're starting to get a little more brave again. And they like peck my hands sometimes. See? You're such a badass. Gotta go feed the bunnies. I've been picking them greens every morning and every evening, and in the evening they don't eat them, but in the morning they're always gone. Those little leaf balls I made, or veggie balls, are excellent as far as keeping the mess down. Loving it. Is that yummy? They actually, now that they know that I'm the hen that feeds them these yummy greens, when I open their cages they like stick their head out and they let me pet them and whatnot. Before they were really mean. But her, I took her veggie ball away because she was just making a terrible mess. I just make her a pile. Because she yanks it all out all over the place and is just really angry all the time. She does not like to be touched. I'm just loving that this state has a rainy season. It's rained at least once a week, I think, since we've been here. I was sick and tired of those Japanese beetles. They are filling the traps, but they are also still eating my trees, and mostly my cherry tree. So I went and bought the same mosquito netting that I made this solar dehydrator out of, and I'm going to wrap it around the most affected trees and tie it off above and below the foliage. Last time we went to town, I came home and there were 10 baby rabbits. So this time, since we went to town, I've got to go. And I've got my umbrella on. And I'm hoping that we'll have more. We'll see. Probably not. Nope, no new babies. Uh-oh, you've knocked your food down. Are you thinking you're getting greens? I don't have any more greens right now. It's raining. Can you please leave your food thing up here? You're not coming out here. It's really storming good out there. Leave your food thing alone, Mom. This little turd has pulled up a wire in his cage. Well, that's a danger. You can't be tearing up your cage. Well, that's frustrating. The rain is still going on after a few hours, and the weight of it broke one of the leaves. I don't know how, but every time I check on these chicks, there's at least 4 out. I guess they're climbing over each other. It's so difficult to catch them when they're running between the pools. The white chicks are deciding which pool they're going to be in. I've just been sitting in here watching them, and I've seen 2 to 3 chicks jump back and forth between these 2 pools. I was going to keep them in here until they were a little older, but I figure once they all start leaping out, I'm just going to take the pools out and line this with straw and let them running around in here. These guys are staying put. Occasionally they get scared enough that they pile over into that one, but they don't go visit the neighbors like these guys do. They're just getting so big. Gosh, it seems like it hasn't been very long at all and they've already doubled in size. They're also starting to go through their food a lot faster. I've planted a lot of dandelions and I'm starting to get some. I have another couple of pots outside that are full of dandelions, and I'm hoping to get them all big and happy and healthy so that I'll have food in the winter time for us and for the rabbits in the window. We'll see if that works out. I woke up to a fiasco this morning. This guy is no more. There were 5 chicks out of their pools. I was checking on the mama rabbit, and she's only fed 3 of her 9 remaining babies. All the rest have dented tummies. The other 3 are bigger and fuller, and they were separate from the rest of the bunch. One was out of the nest, one was in the nest and cold to the touch, so I put him closer to his sisters and brothers. I'm just so disappointed. I shouldn't have lost any, but apparently I'm gonna have to intervene and get some formula or something. I don't know if Ricky feels like driving me to town today, but if he does, that's what we'll do. It's about 8 o'clock. It's a nice, cool, cloudy day. So hopefully I can get some of the work done that I've been putting off because it's so hot. There's that train going the other way in the wheat field. It's kind of a small train, only 5-6 cars. We decided to hold Mama down and let the 3 unfed babies eat. This one just died while we were watching. So we're down 2 this morning, a total of 3 bunnies gone. One of my yellow squash is almost ready to harvest already. And I moved everyone outside because after 2 days inside, one for us going to town and the other day for the rain, all day long, he became depressed and stopped eating. So I moved him outside. He's been running around, having a blast, playing, eating the grass beneath him, so he was just depressed. And I took Mama and I took the other 2 out and put them over there just to give him some outside time. I'm very saddened by our loss today. Lost 2 babies in one day, but I don't know what to do. I just, Ricky and I worked together. I held her on the table and we grabbed the 3 babies who hadn't eaten, one of which was very cold already, and he died while we were trying to get him on a nipple. And then the other 2, they were all wrinkly and their tummies were dented, and we made them find nipples. We held her for probably 10-15 minutes and let them just kind of fill up a little bit. They started to get cold. They looked sort of full, so we went ahead and put them back with the others, and hopefully we don't lose any more. So I have Japanese beetle traps everywhere, and they don't care. They like my cherry tree. So I'm going to use this mosquito netting to wrap the tree and use rubber bands to tie off the top and the bottom to see if I can't keep those little buggers out of there. Well, hopefully it still gets the sun that it needs, not that it has many leaves, and hopefully those darn pesky beetles stay out of there. If they get into there, I don't know what else to do. But they seem to be, I mean, they snack on my other trees, but not nearly as bad as my cherry tree. I think, yeah, this one's the next hardest hit. So frustrating. What is this, a peach? Yep. The peach is getting bigger. Well, I got 2 of them covered, and now they're buzzing over to this apple tree. I don't know if you can see them buzzing around. Guess I'm just gonna have to wrap my whole orchard. This sucks. I'm glad I got 20 yards of that stuff. And there they are on this one. Guess I'm gonna have to wrap this one as well. Never seen anyone do this to their orchard before, so I don't know if it's going to work or not. Just have to wait and see. After I mowed down the tall grass to make that path that I took everyone on a tour, these all popped up. And they're either peas or beans. We don't know which yet. But apparently someone used to plant them all along this fence, so when I mowed down the tall grass, it gave them a chance to come up. And there are a lot on both sides of the fence. So they're just volunteers, so I'm letting them come up, and we'll see what kind of pea or bean they are. I assume that they would be whatever those peas or beans that I found in the barn are. But either way, that's free food that I didn't even have to plant. So they can go nuts over here if they want. Are you enjoying it outside? I see you've spread your straw around. Hey, Mama. That's the mama of the babies, the one who keeps killing them. With these two, one is obviously pregnant, and one isn't, as far as I can tell. But there's still two that I'm not entirely sure of their gender. But because their genitalia seem exactly the same. But he told us that we got one male and 3 females, but so far only one litter and only one that seems pregnant, so I don't know. Ugh, every day I find one of these on me. You're probably going to think I lost my mind, and you're probably right. That is rabbit poo blended up with straw with a dandelion planted in it. I'm just going to see what happens. No more poo experiments. I've burned out the motor in my blender. Sad day. So we went to the lake the other day, and while I was up in the attic trying to find my flippers and goggles and things, I found this doll still in the package. Other than limited collection, it doesn't say anything about who she is or whatever. But I looked online and I found this box, but not this doll. And it had different dolls in it and stuff. But it even has the sticker stuck to the box from where they bought it. Bills. But there's no telling how old it is. I found a doll that was similar, but wearing a red dress on eBay, and I don't know how much she was selling it for, but she claimed that hers was from 1978. So, there she is. I guess they're resurfacing the road. Some truck came by with some stinky material, and then another truck came by dumping gravel or dirt or something, and now he's running that machine and smishing it all down. Got another submission machine coming. I don't know. Snow's watching with me. She's on high alert. You're a good watcher. I read after I've had ducks for several years that you're not supposed to put them in water because they'll get chilled, but I've always done it for my ducklings. The moment they get in their water dish, they're ready to be in the water. So here we are outside and they're having a blast, and if they get chilled, I can move their box to the sun or back inside under the heat lamp. But right now, they don't seem very chilled. Come on, guys. Here I am. Come on, guys. Good ducks. Snow, it's dinner time. Chicken. I was putting away the rabbits and checking on the babies for probably the 10th time today because I lost those 2 this morning, and the death toll for today is now at 3, just today. So out of a litter of 11, we lost 4. That's almost half. And 2 of the ones that died are 2 of the 3 that we tried to feed this morning. Only one of those 3 survived so far, and I don't know how, but I recognize them, and he is not doing too well. I don't expect that he'll be alive in the morning, so that'll be 5. We'll have 6 left, and hopefully the rest of them survive. Apparently, there is nothing that I can do. I mean, we let them eat for 10 or 15 minutes this morning because obviously she hadn't fed them. We had to help them a lot. They couldn't seem to find nipples and stay on them. They may have just been a glitch in the system. But half of a litter, that just seems excessive. I'm just really emotionally drained today.